Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again. Welcome to another month. It's the month of November. I'm going to review a movie because I haven't done this in a while. So, we're reviewing a 2025 American science fiction action film directed by Gareth Edwards and written by David Coop. Yes, a standalone sequel to Jurassic World Dominion. It's the fourth of the Jurassic World films and the seventh overall. I don't know how they got to seven movies. Jurassic World Rebirth. Yeah, I didn't care for this movie. I know a lot of people thought I was gonna give it a pass. No, this one doesn't get a pass. The last movie at least entertained me with the original cast. This doesn't have that luxury. This is the plot or synopsis. A team travels to a former island research facility where the three mountainous dinosaurs reside, with the goal of extracting samples that are vital for a heart disease treatment. The team also rescues a shipwrecked family, and both groups struggle to survive after becoming stranded on the island. This could have worked if I cared about most of the characters, and I did not. The only ones I gave a pass to is Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali because they're the only ones trying in this movie, despite that. And they're one of the few American actors in the movie because everybody else is a Brit or some foreigner I don't care about. This movie cost 180 to 225 million dollars and made 868.4 million dollars. Not a billion like the last one, but I'm glad it made less money because Gareth Edwards is a freaking hack, guys. Every movie he touches, he makes it even worse and worse. If you thought Godzilla 2014 barely had action, this is even worse because you have dinosaurs in the movie and they barely in the movie. It's not even about them. It's about these mutant freaks that we don't care about. The Rancor creature in the beginning, and these flying beak lizards, and well, the Mosasaurus is in the movie. I'll give it that, and also the scenes with the Spinosaurus, awesome, best scene in the movie. But you know how long it takes to get to that film, to that scene in the film? 45 minutes. No, you're supposed to have an action scene in the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes, not 45 freaking minutes, Gareth Edwards. And the film is just dull. The first 30 minutes is just people talking, explaining things. This is going to do this, and this is going to do that, and this is going to do that. And I don't give a damn about Jonathan Bailey. I didn't like him in Wicked. I don't like him here as Dr. Henry Loomis. He's useless. You have Rupert Friend as a pharmaceutical representative. I don't care about him. You got Manuel Garcia Rulfo as Ruben Delgado, the lead dad. Don't care about him or his daughters or that Bruno-looking guy that smokes weed. Ed Skrein, why is he there? He's there to die. He's there so the Spinosaurus can eat him. There's no one from the original films here, so you're not gonna see Sam Neill. You're not gonna see Laura Dern. You're not gonna see freaking Jeff Goldblum. You're not gonna see any of the cast members from the last movie. Blue is not even in the movie. The Raptors are not in this movie. They're cameo and they die off screen. Again, Gareth Edwards, you're a hack. You suck. That's the reason why this movie sucked. It's not the casting, because he's the one that casted these people, right? And David Coop, he's just recycling ideas from the first movie. Oh, look, there's the brontosaurus scene from the first movie. There's the kitchen scene, except this time it's in a grocery store. They have the same music. They have the same freaking cues. I don't want the same thing, Gareth Edwards or David Coop. I want something different. This could have been Kong Skull Island, and it's not. Instead, it's just a boring retread of the first film with none of the heart, none of the soul, and none of the good effects. Like, the effects are not terrible here, but they were better in the first three films because Stan Winston worked on those movies and he didn't work on this. And you want to talk about soulless? This is more soulless than any Disney remake because you're calling it a rebirth. There is no rebirth. It's just the same movie, and the running time is freaking ridiculous in this one. It's 2 hours and 13 minutes. It could have been shorter. If you cut the first 15 to 20 minutes of this dialogue, we could have gotten right to the action on the island like Kong Skull Island. Kong Skull Island doesn't stall for time. You see Kong in the beginning, and then within the 20-minute mark, they get on his island, they bomb it, and he shows up. That's how you do it. That director knew how to, give us characters we care about. Yeah, they're kind of stock characters, but they're way better actors than the ones here. Especially the foreigners. Why are there Brits in this movie? Jurassic Park was never British, guys. The first director was Spielberg in the first two. Then you had Joe Johnston in the second one, in the third one. Then you had Colin Trevorrow in Jurassic World, and some other guy that directed two, and then he came back for Dominion. But here it's like this is a hack director that doesn't know about good characters and how to put suspense and how to, scare us. There's nothing scary in this movie. I was never scared for these characters. I was just bored. I couldn't wait for half of them to die. It's underwhelming considering that Dominion was entertaining. Yeah, it was ridiculous, but at least it was entertaining. Entertaining. A lot of this problem in these Jurassic World movies is that there's too many characters. The first movie had too many characters. Fallen Kingdom, Dominion, and this one. They have too many characters, guys. If you cut that family out of the movie, if they were just a cameo, this movie could have had like 4 characters or 5. That's all you need. You don't need 25 characters. Because then we don't care about half of them, and when they don't die, there's no stakes anymore. The scene with the T-Rex was supposed to be in the first movie. It's ridiculous. They have a raft that's indestructible. It doesn't even blow up or anything, no. And they're annoying. And the baby dinosaur that they carry is trying to be the baby Yoda of this movie. It's cute, but it doesn't save the film. It's just there to sell toys. This film sucked. It should have never been made. We should have just finished with Dominion, and then that's it. The cartoon is way better because I care about the characters in that. Here I don't. They're useless. They're cannon fodder. They're just there to die or be saved, and they're useless. They're tools. I prefer Scarlett Johansson because I love her. I have her on my wall. All over my wall. But she should have been the main character, not these useless foreign actors that we don't care about. Because they're there to be annoying and just there to die. So what's the investment? Nothing. Hopefully if they do a sequel to this, they get rid of these foreigners and just get back to the way the first movie was. I know Sam Neill was foreign, but he actually could pull it off. He was interesting. Alan was interesting. These characters are not. None of these side characters are interesting. Some of the spectacles there, but it's not the worst. I think the worst ones are the first 2 Jurassic World movies. They bored me to death because they're just a retread of Jurassic Park and The Lost World. This isn't. It's just a retread of the first movie with a hint of its own things, but it doesn't save the movie. The spectacle can't save it. Not this time. I'm glad I skipped this in the theater. And we know there's going to be another movie. Because while it made less than the last movie, while it didn't make $1 billion, it still made enough to warrant another one. But I'm like, if you do another one, just do something completely different. Stop with the rehashing. Stop with the freaking mutants. I don't care about mutants or clones in Jurassic Park anymore. Or Jurassic World. It's been done to death. Just do something different. Kong Skull Island was completely different from King Kong, the remakes of that and the original. It didn't have him climbing a building. It was different. It was on an island, so it was different. But here it's like, let's do the same shots. Let's do the same music. Let's try to rehash things from before. And it's just not working anymore. Just stop already. Do something different, or just don't do it at all. Anyway, that's my rant on Jurassic World Rebirth. It's one of the big disappointments of this year, but not the biggest. I'll get to that eventually at the end of the year. But thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on my podcast for Hostage 2005. So I'll see you then. Screw Jurassic World Rebirth. Rebirth my bum. Later.